Indoor track and field is officially underway, and this early in the season, it generally speaking belongs to the college kids. Though I'll be honest with you, I did not wake up this morning with any intentions on making this video. But then, I checked the results for all the college meets that happened this past weekend, because now that we are in the month of January, somebody's gonna have to run a world-leading time in the 60-meter dash. But I also knew what times were already on the board by Division I athletes from December. So I didn't think that much of it. So I am as shocked as anyone that Barnabas Aggerh of William Carey University, and no, it is not in Division I. They're actually not even in the NCAA. They're in the NAIA. It's actually a thing. That man ran 6.52 seconds in the 60-meter dash, and that makes him the world leader in that event for 2025. If you don't understand how serious it is, allow me to break it down for you. At the World Indoor Championships last year, the only men to go faster than that in any of the rounds, from the heats to the finals, are the same three men who came away with the gold, silver, and bronze medal. It's Akeem Blake of Jamaica, Noah Lyles of America, and Christian Coleman, once again of America, who's also the world record holder in that event. So when you consider that Barnabas Aggerh is competing in the NAIA right now, it is very safe to say he was never supposed to be this fast. But the truth is, the only reason that seems to be true is because nobody's really paying attention to anything they're doing at the NAIA level. Because Barnabas Aggerh has been there for a while now, and he's been dominating. So instead of continuing to remind you just how fast he went this past weekend, I am going to choose to fill you in on just how good Barnabas Aggerh actually is, because his season is just getting started. But he's not going to be there at the Division I National Championship indoors in the 60. And he's also not going to be there at the World Indoor Championships. But if he keeps running like this, whatever title you get in those meets isn't going to mean all that much if his name remains at the top of the leaderboards. Because remember, the lanes on a track don't discriminate. They don't care what uniform you're wearing or what division you compete for. And Barnabas Aggerh is proof of it. But if you're new here, I want to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, the founder of SCArecruiting.com, where I rank the best track and field recruits across the entire nation. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comment section, because I try to read them all. Before I go any further, allow me to break down how an athlete like Barnabas Aggerh even ends up at the NAIA level to begin with. Because there are fast athletes all around the world, and Barnabas Aggerh is from Ghana. That's whom he represents internationally. But I've also gone on record to say that the colleges in America do a pretty good job of training all the fast athletes from around the world. If you were paying attention at the Olympics, most of the athletes in the sprints who were doing something of note for any other nation that wasn't America probably competed in an American college at some point in their career. I didn't say all, but a lot of them. Saminu Abdul-Rashid of Ghana made the Olympic semifinals in the 100-meter dash. But you might recognize him more from the University of South Florida, where he made the 100-meter championship final last year in Division I. But that's not where he started. The year before that, he was dominating the NAIA, just like Barnabas Aggerh is doing right now. And if you need more evidence, I'll just give you another name. Maka Sharamba of Zimbabwe made the Olympic finals in the 200-meter dash. But he's more recognizable competing for Auburn University. And once again, he transferred there from the Division II level just 1 year before. What I'm really trying to say is that when it comes to international sprinters, for the most part, Division I schools don't focus that much on identifying that talent. They let the schools outside of D1 figure out who those kids are to begin with. And then, once they're already dominating in Division II, NAIA, or even at the junior college level, they decide which ones they want to focus on. And right now, Barnabas Aggerh is a sophomore on his eligibility. So there does exist a world where he could end up running in a Division I uniform really soon. But I said I was going to tell you everything he's been doing at the NAIA level. So listen closely, because you can't make this stuff up. Since Barnabas Aggerh started competing in a William Carey uniform, he's basically gone undefeated in every college race he's ever run, in both the indoor 60 and the 100-meter dash outdoors. Once again, I ain't making this up. That means that obviously he was the NAIA champion both indoors in the 60-meter dash and outdoors in the 100. But beyond that, remember, I said undefeated in all the races. The only times he didn't cross the line in first on the leaderboards were as follows. In his second 60-meter dash indoors for his career, he technically finished in second, but that was to PJ Austin, a professional runner who represents Desirez. And even still, they ran the exact same time down to the hundredths. And during his outdoor season, he did finish second overall in what I can only explain to be a random meet in the 100-meter dash. But the man who was ahead of him was Brandon Hicklin, who was once again a professional runner who was in the Olympic trials final for the 100-meter dash for America. Barnabas has been doing this for a while because there is footage of him at the West African University Games in 2018, putting in work all the way back then. And 4 years later in 2022, he won the title as Ghana's fastest human, still a year before he ever showed up running at the NAIA level. Simply put, Barnabas Aggerh has yet to go to a college track and field meet, run the 60 or the 100, and not finish number one on the leaderboards amongst everybody wearing a college uniform. And the real reason I believe that to be true, because the only people who might have a prayer of beating him happen to be competing in Division 1. So if they're not at the meets that he's competing in, ain't nobody touching him right now. I have no idea what the future of Barnabas Aggerh's career will look like, but I definitely know that the secret is out, because Barnabas Aggerh is the fastest man not only in college right now, but apparently in the entire world for the 60-meter dash. And even though it is a shock that he's not doing it in a Division 1 uniform, that is besides the point, because we just weren't paying attention. Barnabas Aggerh doesn't lose races at the college level, ever. Unfortunately, there's almost no way we're going to see him at either of the two biggest indoor championships that we have on the calendar. Not at the Division 1 championships for the NCAA, and not at the World Indoor Championships. But if you are a competitor in either of those meets, as far as you're concerned, that is for the better. Because like I said before, Barnabas Aggerh does not lose. And now that he's atop the leaderboard for everybody in the world, I don't expect to see that change much going forward. In the sport of track and field, race day is honestly the easy part, because all of the real work gets put in when nobody is watching. When you wear every day is training day gear, you can let the whole world know that your success in competition is not an accident. Order yours at scarecruiting.com/shop or use the link in the description below, and it always comes with free shipping. It's a huge support to me and this channel, so I can continue to make you more content like this. And remember, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.